Now, reaching voters through TV debates and interviews. For political parties, prominent TV interviews, primetime TV debates, and media appearances, they serve as critical platforms for political leaders to defend their positions, counter criticism, and engage with the public. Leaders from various parties, such as the PRS, Congress, CPI, and BJP, they actively use these platforms to articulate their ideologies and policies. If you take the example of K.T. Ramarao, fondly known as KTR, he is a dynamic leader from Telangana state. He is known for his articulate participation in TV interviews and debates. He effectively defends Telangana's governance model and flagship schemes like Mission Bhagirada and Right Birth on platforms such as NDTV and Times Now. KTR's ability to combine data-driven arguments with relatable narratives, it has made him a popular and persuasive voice in national and regional media. And another leader, Pawan Khera, a prominent Congress spokesperson, he is a regular participant. He is a regular participant in high-stakes TV debates. He is known for his sharp wit and combative style. Khera takes on opponents with a mix of humor and pointed arguments. Whether it's defending Congress governance legacy or critiquing BJP policies on issues like inflation, unemployment, or centralization of power, he excels. Pawan Khera excels in turning the tide in heated discussions. Channels like India Today and CNN News, they frequently cast him, showcasing his ability to stay calm under pressure and deliver effective rebuttals, anticipating media and journalist reactions. In Indian politics, the media plays a pivotal role in scrutinizing leaders and shaping public narratives. Politicians frequently face tough coachings and media backlash when their statements are perceived as illogical, exaggerated, or disconnected from reality. While some leaders recover and reframe their narratives, others find their credibility undermined, making media interactions a double-edged sword. So let's see some examples of politicians facing media backlash. Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi has often been dubbed as Papu by political opponents and section of the media, a term that is used to mark his perceived lack of seriousness or intelligence, particularly following some of his illogical or gaffe-prone remarks. During one of Narendra Modi's speeches, he attempted to explain the A plus B whole square formula to simplify economic growth, but had misspoken, leading to confusion and leading to ridicule. In another controversial movement, Narendra Modi spoke about generating energy by extracting gas from gutters. The idea was criticized as impractical and scientifically dubious. Media outlets amplified this remark, turning it into a source of humor and skepticism. During a public address, Modi claimed to have used digital cameras and emails in the 1980s, long before such technologies were widely available in India. This statement sparked widespread debate and criticism with fact checkers and opposition leaders pointing out the inaccuracies. Narendra Modi's comment about his non-biological birth, it became a subject of intense scrutiny, and the media quickly seized on it and questioning its logic and relevance in the political discourse. A widely marked movement. Now, let's talk about a widely marked moment in Indian political history. It occurred when a Telugu Desam party leader, TDP party leader, he claimed he had studied becoming physics. It happened during an interview. The absurdity of the statement led to widespread ridicule on social media and on the press, severely denting the credibility of the leader, and by extension, it affected his party. This This incident underscores how ill-prepared answers can lead to a loss of public trust and even derail political careers. So let us learn some key lessons for inspiring leaders while interacting with media. One of the most vital aspects of this journey will be how you interact with the media. The media is a powerful tool for shaping public perception, influencing opinions, and promoting your vision to the masses. However, every interaction with the media is an opportunity to either strengthen your image or jeopardize your image. It's important to remember that every statement you make has the potential to be amplified, scrutinized, and analyzed in a ways that may not align with your intentions. Therefore, it's crucial to approach media interactions with a sense of responsibility, foresight, and preparation. First and foremost, be factually accurate in all your statements. The media has the ability to dissect every word you say, and any mistake can lead to ridicule. Inaccurate claims or exaggerations, they may cause irreparable harm to your credibility and to your party. When you speak, ensure that your words are grounded in facts, research, and make use of reliable information. Misinformation not only damages your reputation but also undermines public trust in your leadership. As a politician, your credibility depends on your ability to speak with knowledge and precision, especially when discussing complex issues or complex policies. When the media calls you out for inaccuracies, it becomes difficult to recover from the damage, and the narrative quickly shifts from your vision to your mistakes. Next, it's essential to manage the narrative. The media often portrays political figures in ways that suit to their own interests or own narratives, and it is up to you to control how you are presented. When faced with a negative press or negative criticism, do not allow yourself to be cornered into defending yourself. Instead, steer the conversation toward your strengths, your accomplishments, and your plans for the future. Politicians who succeed in the media often have the ability to pivot the focus back onto the core issues they want to hide. Whether it's development, whether it's governance, or whether it's a national security. The ability to refuse that discussion ensures that the media narrative does not become dominated by negativity or by distortions. Furthermore, be adaptable and quick in your response to controversies or difficult questions. The media thrives on sound bites, and in the world of instant communication, controversies can quickly escalate if not addressed promptly. Whether it's a tough question or a potential mistake, respond with confidence and clarity. If necessary, tactfully pivot the conversation to emphasize the bigger picture or achievements that align with your vision. Avoid getting trapped in a defensive stance. Responding in real time, acknowledging concerns, and moving the discussion toward constructive dialogue, it shows that you are both informed and in control of the situation. Another key aspect to consider is understanding your audience. Political communication is not about impressing with technical jargon or complicated theories. The general public seeks it has to be simple, it has to be relatable, and it has clear messages that resonate with their everyday lives. Avoid using overly complex language or exaggerations that may confuse or alienate your audience. Speak in a way that connects with their concerns and aspirations. When you communicate in a manner that is accessible and relevant, people are more likely to feel engaged and supportive of your ideas. Let's talk about effective counter strategies. It is also important to recognize that while the media can sometimes be an adversary, it is also a platform for dialogue. When you engage with media outlets, remember that it is an opportunity to present your side of the story. That's so. It is an opportunity to listen and learn. Media interactions, media interactions are a two-way street. They can reveal public concerns and highlight areas that require further attention. Use these moments to showcase your readiness to engage with the people and respond to their needs and respond to their demands. Finally, remember that your relationship with the media is built over time. Consistency. Consistency in your messaging, a commitment to truth, and a genuine connection with your audience. It will go a long way in shaping your image. In the long run, your credibility as a politician will depend not just on what you say in the media, but also on what you do beyond this media. Stay grounded. Stay grounded in your principles. Stay focused on your vision and approach each interaction with a sense of integrity and purpose. As you move forward in your political career, take every media interaction as an opportunity to showcase your leadership, your commitment to the people, and your ability to guide India towards a brighter future. The media will play a pivotal role in your journey, but your ability to communicate clearly with honesty and foresight, it will be the key to turning every challenge into a stepping stone for greater success. As you step into the world of politics, as you step into the world of politics, it's essential to understand that the media will be both your platform, at the same time it is your challenge. The media shapes public perception and how you manage your interaction with it will play a crucial role in your political career. Every word you speak, every campaign you run, and every statement you make, it will be dissected, it will be amplified, and often it will be scrutinized. With this in mind, it's vital to be prepared. Your first priority should be to always stay well informed. Before speaking to the media, ensure that your answers based on facts, based on research, and based on accurate data. A well-researched statement that resonates with the reality of the situation is your best defense against negative narratives. The media thrives on controversy. The media thrives on sensationalism. The media thrives on inaccurate or unsubstantiated claims. It can quickly be used to undermine your credibility. Take the example of India's 2014 general election when Narendra Modi's campaign focused heavily on the theme of Vikas, development. It was grounded in factual progress in Gujarat. This resonated deeply with the electorate, and Modi's consistency in this messaging, it helped him counter opposition attacks and accusations. So always ensure that your message is consistent and grounded in truth. So they used Gujarat model for their victory in 2014. The ability to manage the narrative is equally important. In the world of politics, you will often face direct and indirect attacks, whether it's about your party, your principles, or your personal beliefs. It is crucial to steer the conversation toward the key issues that matter to your audience. emphasizing your achievements and focusing on your positive contributions, you can shift the conversation away from distraction. If criticism arises, if criticism arises, address them head on, but don't allow them to define your campaign. For instance, during 2019 elections, despite heavy criticism on the Rafael deal, Modi and his party were quick to emphasize their national security agenda and development work, effectively reframing the debate. If criticism arises, address them head on, but don't allow them to define your campaign. Redirect the focus to what you stand for and what you have achieved. This is not about ignoring challenges, but about presenting yourself as a solution-oriented leader. As an aspiring politician, you will quickly realize that the media is both a platform for your message and a space for constant scrutiny. Your words, your actions, and your campaigns will be amplified, again dissected, and again analyzed. How you handle this information can make or break your career. One of the most important things you must understand is that your message should always be well researched. It should be clear and it should be factually accurate. When you speak to the media, make sure your statements are grounded in reality. Leaders like Akhilesh Yadav, during his term as the Chief Minister of Uttar Pradesh, he was able to draw attention to key infrastructure developments and welfare programs that resonated with the electorate. However, statements that appeared exaggerated or lacking in substance, it can quickly undermine your credibility. In Akhilesh Yadav's case, his focus on roads, his focus on metro rail, and his focus on electricity, it was widely acknowledged. But any deviation from those key issues led to confusion and loss of trust. It is not enough to just react to attacks. It is not enough to just react to attacks or controversies that may arise during your campaigns. You must also master the art of managing the narrative. The media often focuses on sensational stories, but it's your job. It's your job to reframe these discussions in a way that highlights your strengths and key accomplishments. Take the example of Mayawati in 1995. When she successfully rose to power in Uttar Pradesh, her image as a strong leader of the Dalit community, it was central to her campaigns. And despite facing allegations of corruption and criticism, she skillfully managed the media narrative to keep the focus on her policies and her achievements. This allowed her to maintain a strong base of support even when critics tried to derail her by highlighting controversy. In Indian politics, attacks from opponents are common, and how you respond to those attacks, it will determine whether you lose or gain something. A strong strategy is to focus on your achievements and use facts and data to counter misinformation. Negative campaigns can only be successful if you allow them to define you. For example, during Akhilesh Yadav's tenure, while opposition parties criticized him for lack of development in certain areas, he responded with statistics. He responded with statistics on road speed and the expansions of the metro systems in Lucknow, which helped him appeal to a wide base of voters. In contrast, when leaders like Lalu Prasad Yadav or Mayawati were criticized, they countered by emphasizing their achievements in social welfare and development, proving that focusing on real outcomes, it can help neutralize negative messaging. Then, effective communication. Effective communication today it requires not only focus on traditional methods like rallies or speeches, but also we have to embrace digital platforms. Political campaigns today, they are increasingly digital, and the need to maintain a digital presence is critical to building and sustaining voters' trust. Your media strategy must also include preparing for setbacks or moments when things don't go as planned. During Akhilesh Yadav's tenure, his government faced criticism over law and order issues, which he addressed by pushing a strong image of himself as a leader who would improve governance. Instead of denying the issues, Akhilesh Yadav used them as an opportunity to show his commitment to reforming the state's administration. This is an important lesson for any political leader to be adaptable and to respond quickly. When something goes wrong, acknowledge it. Acknowledge it when something goes wrong and simply pivot to your core message or policy focus. Finally, never underestimate the importance of local media in shaping your image. In India, national coverage might dominate headlines, but regional media often shapes local opinion in ways that national outlets cannot. Mayawati's political rise in Uttar Pradesh was heavily supported by local media that focused on her welfare programs and identity politics. By focusing on regional issues and tailoring messages to specific communities, leaders can ensure their message reaches those most likely to support them. Let's talk about the impact of social media platforms. In today's fast-paced world, the media landscape has evolved beyond traditional news outlets to encompass the power of social media platforms like Twitter, WhatsApp, and Facebook. These platforms have become vital tools for politicians to directly communicate with voters, bypassing traditional media filters and reaching audiences in a more personal and impactful way. If you aim to succeed as a politician in the modern era, you must leverage these platforms creatively and strategically to share your message, engage with the electorate, and mobilize support. Take how leaders like Narendra Modi and Donald Trump have mastered. They have mastered the use of social media to propel their political careers. Both Narendra Modi and Donald Trump, they have used Twitter and other platforms not just as communication tools, but as powerful instruments to shape public narratives, energize their base, and influence national and global conversations. Modi's Twitter account, with millions of followers, it serves as an extension of his personal brand and his vision for his political party as well as to India. His use of Twitter is highly strategic, often posting messages that align with his key political themes like development, national security, and the global diplomacy. These tweets are succinct, impactful, and tailored to resonate with the masses. By tweeting about major achievements, government policies, and even engaging directly with citizens, Modi ensures his message reaches a wide audience without being filtered by the traditional media. Similarly, Donald Trump's use of Twitter during his political career, it revolutionized the way leaders interacted with their supporters. Trump's tweets were direct, unfiltered, and often provocative, creating media storms that kept him in the public eye. His unorthodox approach to communicate was effective in rallying his base, especially during his 2016 presidential campaign. By making use of hashtags, memes, and viral content, Trump was able to dominate digital conversations and set the media agenda. His social media posts often bypass traditional journalistic scrutiny, allowing him to communicate his views and attack opponents directly. He often influenced the public's perception. He influenced the public's perception without relying on conventional news channels. Leaders like Narendra Modi and Rahul Gandhi, they exemplified the strategic use of these platforms to connect with the electorate. Narendra Modi he mastered the art of digital engagement using platforms like Twitter and Instagram to share key policy updates, interact with citizens, and even amplify his speeches through hashtags like Mann Ki Baat and Vocal for Local. His campaign during the 2019 general elections, he used WhatsApp groups and targeted Facebook ads to mobilize both urban and rural voters. His YouTube channel broadcasts live rallies, further widening his digital reach. On the other hand, Rahul Gandhi has redefined his social media presence in recent years, especially during the Bharat Jodo Yatra. He effectively used Instagram to share candid moments from his Bharat Jodo Yatra. His Twitter posts often feature sharp critics of government policies, accompanied by infographics and short videos to simplify complex issues. Strategic use of YouTube and Facebook live sessions during his Bharat Jodo Yatra, it allowed him to engage with audiences directly, making Rahul Gandhi's campaign resonate widely across India. Both demonstrate how digital platforms can amplify political messaging, enhance engagement, and create a direct connection with the diverse voter groups in a digitally evolving India. Political campaigns are battles of perception and battles of persuasion. In India, a country with over 1.4 billion people and diverse regional, linguistic, and cultural dynamics, media serves as the bridge between politicians and the electorate. Over decades, campaigns have evolved from face-to-face engagements to modern media-driven strategies. This transition reflects how technology, demographics, and societal shifts shape electoral tactics. Political campaigns are a blend of tradition and modernity, where the ultimate goal is to connect with the diverse electorate and secure a decisive edge over competitors. With over 900 million eligible voters spanning urban, rural, caste, linguistic, and religious divides, crafting a winning strategy, it requires a mix of innovation, adaptability, and precision. While face-to-face campaigning remains a cornerstone in rural India, modern elections rely heavily on TV, social media, and targeted digital campaigns to reach voters at scale. Politicians must also anticipate challenges like tough media scrutiny and counterattacks from opponents. Success lies in effectively blending grassroots engagement, media strategies, and proactive messaging to resonate with India's dynamic electorate. This context sets the stage for understanding how goals, voter outreach, and anticipation strategies are tailored for Indian politics. So let's check on goals. The primary goal of any political candidate or any political party in India is simple but challenging: to secure one more vote than any other competitor in a diverse and fragmented electorate. This involves understanding regional, caste, linguistic, and demographic dynamics as seen in state elections like Uttar Pradesh, where caste coalitions significantly influence outcomes. While face-to-face campaigns remain a hallmark of Indian politics, especially in rural areas, large-scale national and state-level campaigns have also evolved. Leaders like Nitish Kumar in Bihar, he uses extensive grassroots outreach programs, mobilizing local party workers to connect directly with rural voters through initiatives like Janata Ke Darbar Mein Mukhyamantri, where he meets citizens face to face. Similarly, KCR in Telangana. KCR in Telangana, he combines massive rallies such as the RajaRao Sabha with direct outreach through local leaders and welfare schemes targeting rural households. These examples show how face-to-face engagement is tailored to regional needs while maintaining a broad reach. Then we'll see reaching voters through the dominance of TV and radio. Since 1990s, TV channels like Doordarshan and private channels have been pivotal in election campaigns. For instance, M.K. Stalin in Tamil Nadu, he leverages TV and radio extensively, broadcasting his welfare-focused messages to rural and urban audiences alike. Similarly, Naveen Patnaik in Odisha, he has used television as highlighting his pro-people schemes like Kalia Yojana to create a strong connection with the electorate. Then we'll have election ads. Election ads such as the TMC's campaigns featuring Mamata Banerjee during West Bengal's elections. It often dominates prime time slots, showcasing achievements like Kanyashri and as an aspiring politician, you must learn from these examples and harness the power of these platforms to engage with voters in a way that feels authentic and immediate. Just like Narendra Modi and Trump, you can use Twitter to share updates, express your opinions, and even take on your critics head on. The key to success here is consistency and authenticity. Your followers will expect regular updates, and it's crucial to stay true to your message while engaging with the public. Whether you are tweeting about your latest policy proposals, sharing snippets from political rallies, or interacting with the constituent directly, your presence on social media will help you build a connection with your audience. WhatsApp is another platform that offers immense potential for direct communication with voters. Both Modi and Trump, many politicians, they have used WhatsApp strategically to engage with supporters. In India, WhatsApp is the most popular messaging platform and politicians have used it to disseminate information, spread campaign messages. Modi's campaign team has used WhatsApp groups to circulate updates, fact checks, and political narratives directly to millions of people, circumventing media biases and ensuring that their messages are communicated clearly and effectively. Facebook remains a powerful tool. Facebook remains a powerful tool in modern campaigns. Modi's Facebook page, with billions of followers, it serves as a space to share personal moments, policy updates, and national achievements. Similarly, Trump's Facebook page was used not just for campaigning, but also for maintaining a close connection with his supporters. His live videos, status updates, and viral posts, they often created movements that were discussed across media channels and social networks. As you move forward, remember that social media is not just about pushing your message, it's about creating a dialogue. It's about creating a dialogue with your supporters. Use these platforms to engage, listen to feedback, and adjust your message where necessary. The key is to be genuine. The key is to be consistent. The key is to be responsive, making sure that your digital presence aligns with your overall vision and overall values. Politicians who succeed today are those who master the art of using social media not just as a broadcasting tool but as a means to connect with voters on a personal level, building trust, building loyalty that extends beyond traditional campaigning. The ability to connect with people on social media platforms will be a critical factor in your success as a leader. By embracing these tools creatively, you can build a strong direct connection with voters and make sure your message resonates widely regardless of the media narratives around you. As you embark on this political journey, understand that media strategies are not just about promoting yourself or your party. It's about connecting with the people, delivering meaningful messages, and engaging in a way that builds trust and credibility. Your ultimate goal should be to use the media as a means of empowering voters, informing voters, and encouraging your voters' participation in the democratic process. Always be ethical in your approach because the integrity of democracy depends on the integrity of those who lead it. Political leaders from the grassroots level to the national stage must be responsible in how they use the media to reach the public and make a meaningful difference in society. It makes everything. Thank you. Thank you, sir.